Hello and welcome to Retro Reviews, my channel where I review my favorite retro video games of all time as well as some modern releases I have recently finished. The modern release I want to look at today is Pikmin 4, the long-awaited sequel that finally came out to insane critical acclaim, and I was so excited to finally play this game. I've really loved the Pikmin franchise. It started off as more of like a proof of concept on the GameCube. It was like a tech demo type thing to show off what the GameCube capabilities were, and then it turned into its fully fledged game and now series. And Pikmin 4 is not only the best the series has ever been, but it's also like the most accessible and the easiest one to jump into. And I love that for the series. The fact that they have Pikmin 1 through 4 on the Nintendo Switch now is fantastic. And the fact that you can jump in with 4, play through all of that, and then kind of go back to the harder, more tactical oriented games is a really cool thing. So let's start off with what makes Pikmin great in general. So you play as a little spacefaring guy. In the first few games you play as Olimar. The first couple games you play as Olimar, where you're trying to, the first one your ship crashes, all the pieces explode everywhere, and you find these little Pikmin creatures that help you to go and recover your ship parts. Second game you're trying to get as much treasure as you can, and the third game you have an entirely new protagonist, a set of protagonists that you have, and in the fourth game you go as your own player character. This is the first time you're playing as like whatever character you want to play, and you're in search of Olimar, who has gone missing. And you do the same kind of thing. You gather Pikmin up, you use them to explore the world, to break down barriers, to pick up items, you get them to like destroy enemies, and they take them back to their own little ship to produce more Pikmin. If you know the gameplay loop of Pikmin, it's very much the same kind of thing, but with a few minor adjustments here. The biggest one and the biggest new inclusion in Pikmin 4, the one that everyone was really excited about, including myself, is the inclusion of your little dog character that you can use in the game. Ochi is his name, and he is so fantastic. You utilize him to ride on top of, to go really fast, get across water, which is super nice, especially if you're trying to figure out ways to get some of your Pikmin that can't swim in the water across. It's really cool that you can eventually have this ability. You can send Ochi to attack. You can send him to guard certain places to protect some of your Pikmin. You can use him to pick up items, and the more you upgrade him, the more he's able to pick up heavier things and do more damage. He's a phenomenal addition. He makes the gameplay much faster, and that's always something that I have found that Pikmin games maybe could be a little bit better on. I love the tactical side of them, but they always did feel maybe a little bit slow. And it's been being fixed from game to game. It's getting better and better. But Pikmin 4 takes that up to the next level. You have tons of stuff to do. The world is huge. There's tons of objectives in every single level, and getting through every single thing would take a lot longer in any of the other Pikmin games, but because they introduced these new mechanics and made the game feel a little bit faster, it just feels so good to pick up and play. So much so that I hardly put down Pikmin 4. I played this game from start to 100% finish, and it took me about 40 hours. So this game, like I said, is much faster, and it somehow took me even more time than any of the other Pikmin games that I've ever played, which is really to its credit here. The fact that it is a faster paced game and there's so much more to do at the same time, and it's so rewarding and fun that it keeps you coming back, it is phenomenal. I can't believe they actually pulled this off in Pikmin 4. One of the biggest things I was worried about with Pikmin 4 is that they announced that it was nearly finished like many years ago. That there were some comments saying like, yeah, the game's pretty much done, we're ready to like get it out there, we're just doing a couple things, and then 5-6 years of silence, and all of a sudden it finally gets formally announced and that it's coming, and that it's actually really good too. I was worried that it was just stuck in development hell and it was going to be awful. But Pikmin 4 is really a fun time. Some of the other new mechanics that they add into the game are night missions that you can do, where you utilize glow Pikmin. Glow Pikmin are ones that you get from glow seeds, and you use them exclusively at night. They are like specialized Pikmin. They're like ghost looking things, and they're really strong. They can do a ton of stuff that the other Pikmin do. They have like a capabilities of multiple Pikmin in one, and they're really fun. The night missions typically have you defending like a little fortress where your glow Pikmin come out. So when you get these little gems that you find, the little star gems, you pick them up, you bring them back to the thing, it produces more glow Pikmin based on how many you get, which is a really cool mechanic. It's essentially tower defense here, and you have a certain amount of time to build up your army. You can collect more glow seeds as well throughout the main story so that you have them for the night, and then you defend these little towers, and if you can successfully get them, you get little things that upgrade your progression throughout the game, which is really cool. I love how they incorporated kind of RPG aspects into this game, upgrading things like Ochi. You can upgrade your equipment. You can get all sorts of new things that like make you invulnerable to fire or ice. Same thing for Ochi. You have new upgrades for him to make his carrying capacity bigger, that he can actually ride on his back. He can charge and do big attacks. He's a really cool resource that you can utilize throughout this game. There are also new things called Tandoori battles, where you try and battle against another person inside the game, the NPCs here in this instance, where you can battle against them and to get the biggest score. So it's essentially the whole idea of Pikmin is optimizing your time and your resources to get your end goal here. And Tandoori battles are fantastic because they pit you against another player in order to kind of solve the puzzle in the best way possible, get the most points possible, also trying to sabotage them. Sometimes you can like take items over to their base and blow them up. You can steal things from them. I love the Tandoori battle idea. It's really fun and it's utilized exceptionally well. Most of the characters that you come up against in the game, you have to fight them in order to go and save them. They've been overtaken by some weird thing that's going on. They're like a leaf form of their self. You have several people that have like you're essentially like a rescue crew going out in this game. I failed to mention that earlier. Your role is as a rescue crew. You're going out to find Olimar, but you find other people too. People that you were looking for and some people that you were not, that just got stranded on this place, that got turned into like little leaf versions of themselves. You can tell that they've still got like the suit on, but they've got a leafy face. And once you battle them in Tandoori, once you beat them, they like collapse. You take them back to the ship and you can create this antidote from the nighttime things that I was telling you about. When you do the tower defense, you get a solution that you can synthesize into a thing to save these people that have been leafified here, and they turn back into their normal selves. It's really cool. The game also gives you more objectives the more people you save. So if you save certain people, they give you new missions, and once you complete those missions, you get more things to upgrade your character, upgrade Ochi. It's just a really beautiful and well-designed gameplay loop, and it adds so much to the already fantastic Pikmin formula. I really can't say enough about this game. I don't want to talk too much about story stuff because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a ton of fun and it is hugely engrossing. You will want to fully complete this game. Like I said, it took me like 40 hours to 100% this game, but it's absolutely worth it. It's not the most difficult game ever, but it is still a Pikmin game. It is still very tactical. There are very difficult elements to this game. You will not have an easy breezy time. It's just a more streamlined experience and easy to jump into. If you are new to the Pikmin franchise, Pikmin 4 is absolutely where you should start, as funny as that sounds. But if you can beat Pikmin 4 and have really a lot of fun with that, if you go back to the other games, you'll find a more like taxing experience, something that's a little more difficult, but it's really also more accessible because now you understand the formula and the best way it can come. So if you're new to the formula, you can get all 4 Pikmin games right now. Pikmin 4 is just absolutely fantastic, out of this world, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to be giving Pikmin 4 a platinum rank for how much it improves the already fantastic series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.